One another vote.
Hi, my name is Cindy Lumet, the director of 12 Angry Men. This movie revolves around 12 jurors who are deciding whether an 18-year-old boy from a slum is guilty of murder. And in the scene, we're about an hour and a half into the movie, and there's another vote. And with the 8th and soon the 9th vote, 9 jurors now believe that there's reasonable doubt that the boy may not have committed the murder of his father. That particular scene with the close-up of the hands at first was just a last-minute addition and mainly a tool to differentiate the scenes from other votes in the movie. We actually cropped them from full shots because we got individual shots of the jurors raising their hands, but then I found it more powerful to just have the hands in the scene because it just really signified the development in the movie. I especially liked the 8th vote where you have the white wall and the close to the white wall at first, and then the shaking hand slowly emerging from that scene of nothing. It was a very powerful scene, and considering we cropped it out of a larger scene, I thought it turned out pretty well.
Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. Look,
This particular scene with the late Ed Begley was particularly powerful on set, and I think, as you can see on film as well, because it was shot with one continuous camera roll, and you see the rest of the jurors get up against his prejudicial views against the defendant, who is not only from a poor place in town, but also of Hispanic descent, which is unlike anyone in this jury room. Really affects them in a way that makes them question what they've been doing in the room all along. I originally thought of cutting the scene up and filming this shot from above so that you see juror number 10 being enclosed by a circle of people who have their backs against him. But I really wanted to keep this shot whole after seeing it all put together. And Mr. Begley, who, as I said before, who acts juror number 10, did such a good job in delivering his lines, but it was also just such a real moment because there were some improvisational parts, such as how they fight a lot, how they are alcoholics and they don't have feelings, really came from a place that no one expected. This nice actor from Hartford, Connecticut. And it kind of was a learning moment for everyone on set as well, because you really started to question if deep down inside you have those prejudices that ordinarily you wouldn't voice. But it was also a redeeming moment because everyone felt like that was wrong. And as he sits down in the lower left part of the shot, you see his befuddled face, and the defiant backs of the rest of the jurors sort of teach us about the importance of looking at the evidence and upholding justice and trying to shut off any prejudicial thoughts as best as possible.
It's always difficult to keep personal prejudice out of a thing like this. And wherever you run into it, prejudice always obscures the truth. I don't really know what the truth is. I don't suppose anybody will ever really know. 9 of us now seem to feel that the defendant is innocent. But we're just gambling on probabilities. We may be wrong. We may be trying to let a guilty man go free. I don't know. Nobody really can. But we have a reasonable doubt. And that's something that's very valuable in our system. No jury can declare a man guilty unless it's sure. We 9 can't understand how you 3 are still so sure.